Today I'm on the range with Eddie Hearn. When was the last time you saw me at a golf ball?
Do you still play?
And while hitting balls, we also get into some of the biggest moments of our careers.
Offer that has been made to me is too good to turn down.
It's enough money for you to say yes.
I tend to draw, some might call it a hook or a snap hook, because the hands take over.
Okay. All right, well, let's have a look then. When's the last time you had a golf lesson?
I think I've only had one golf lesson in my life, yeah.
This will move.
What's this? What is this?
I've used this every single time I've ever practiced golf. That's your alignment to the massive flag with the American flag on it, right? So that's your alignment, and that's your ball position. It's such a simple gadget, but it ticks two of the 5 boxes.
I used to do this. You know, like just pick up like a cricket shot.
I was going to say, so to me, it's a bit short and quick as a pickup, exactly what you've done there, and then you know you're in that position, and then you flick it.
Yeah.
So it's almost like if you can get a little bit more sort of slower, wider, so keep hold of the club, right, and as you turn, right, see if you can keep that straight and get a bit more, your wooden lock of stiff as a right, see this is bending. Yeah. So because that's bending, you now have to then cast back at it together. If you can keep that straight and get more rotation to there, then keep this as wide as you can on the way down, and then only add the power from there. Yeah. You're adding the power from up here. Okay, now I'm going to change one other thing. Your grip, when you grip it, is a bit strong in the right hand this way. There you go. You had it right there, perfect. Yeah, so this finger's come down the grip a bit more, and you've got a proper dedicated V, which is going up to the right side up here. Look at that. That's a nice 3-yard draw. Oh.
Here we go.
Baby
Here we go.
Here we go. Invoices in the post.
Right. What a touch. So when we started in golf management, I was like, we want to do something different. So my old man goes to me, I tell you what, I know the geezer that runs Yves Saint Laurent, right? So I go in there, like 2 massive boxes of gear. Bear in mind, at this stage, we've got like 3 or 4 players. Open the box, every shirt is canary yellow. So I'm like, I phoned my old man up, I said, is he having a laugh, this Yves Saint, what's his name? I said, every shirt is yellow. He goes, right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We are yellow. Matchroom and the team, we wear yellow. I said, well, you can't wear it every day. He went, no, that's our thing. We're going to wear yellow at all times, right? So I've got to convince the players that this is all part of the bigger plan to revolutionise golf. So all week, they're all in yellow, right? It's so embarrassing, every one of them. And so we lasted 1 week with Yves Saint Laurent. So David Lynn, therefore, always referred it to Yves Saint, where's it gone?
Yves Saint, where's it gone?
Yves Saint, where's it gone? Imagine what you could have achieved with Matchroom Golf Management.
Me, just in yellow.
Yeah. Oh, you would have actually pulled it off.
When was the last time you saw me at a golf ball?
You hit a golf. Do you still play?
It's called LIV.
Oh, right. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm with the same family.
Exactly. They're good peeps.
Yeah. When was your last tournament?
Our break now goes from end of August till the start of February.
Right, okay, nice.
So I mean, amazing.
Yeah.
Like just to have that time off now, where we never had it before. Yeah. You know, the season.
And how many events will you play?
14, as opposed to the 28 I used to play.
And full entrance into the majors?
No. It would be the entry into the majors. Some of the majors, they've given the top 2 it's like the top 2 on LIV get an opportunity to play. Right. And then there's been a couple of invites thrown out to Joaquin Niemann in the Masters.
Right. And so what's the relationship like between LIV and the PGA Tour?
As you could imagine, not very good.
A year or so ago, it was all friends, but nothing's really materialised.
It's not materialising that way. They're going about their businesses separately. Yeah, I'd say it's frosty.
Yeah.
Which is actually a real shame, because for a little while, I thought there was an opportunity for there to be a deal.
You went quite early, didn't you?
Yeah, it was probably the first.
Yeah.
Which was great.
Yeah. We were the first people to do it in boxing with Joshua in 2019.
Yep.
And when I went, the criticism was on, because at the time there wasn't the LIV Tour,
No.
There wasn't the World Cup.
Yeah.
It was just us, WWE, Formula E,
Yeah.
bit of tennis.
Formula One?
No, not yet. Not when I
okay,
first went.
so-
It was like, I think that was like 2021, 2020,
Okay.
something like that. And it was like, what, and I'm saying, look, I've got a responsibility to represent my clients.
Yep.
And these are fighters, by the way. It's not, with all due respect, it's not a game of golf. You're going in there,
Sure.
you're actually putting your life on the line.
Yep.
Well, you think I can say to a fighter, we're not going to Saudi Arabia because, this. And the reality is, there's a lot of people that criticise it
Yep.
have never actually been.
Right.
I mean, I love going to Riyadh. I think it's
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
It's fantastic.
I know we're living a nice life out there, but the reality
Yeah.
is the change that we're seeing
Yep.
is quite incredible, especially for the younger generation.
I've been playing golf in Saudi now for quite a long time, and the change that I've seen since the first tournament we ever had has been a lot in a short window.
You're better off in these situations, as I was in the boxing, just being completely honest.
Yeah.
And that's what I think a lot of golfers messed up with when it all started moving that way with LIV. Rather than going, listen, I'll be honest with you. I mean, of course, the story of, and it's true, the schedule, now I can spend time with my kids, I can do this, I can do this. But the reality is, it's a lot of money, right?
Well, it's enough money for you to say yes. And
Yeah.
everyone's got a number
Yeah.
to be able to go, that's
but
great.
they weren't honest enough.
No,
Like,
they-
people go,
no, they weren't.
"Oh, what it is, it's it's either the schedule, and like you just turn around, you should say, look, the offer that has been made to me
Yeah.
is too good to turn down.
Yep.
In my mind,
Yeah.
in my family's mind,
Yep.
so I'm doing it.
Yep.
By the way, it's got absolutely nothing to do with you. I mean, that's how I would. No, but I would have actually. That's how my press comments would have gone.
Yeah,
Rather
but-
than,
but-
I know
but-
you
yeah,
got to
but-
play.
but golf's not boxing. Like, for me to turn around and have that brash, like, tell the golf fans basically to
True,
off
true, yeah.
is really hard,
Yeah.
right? You can do it and own it, and it's totally fine, because your demographic of boxing fans, that's what they want to see.
I've told this story, I've told it on Netflix, but we did the first ever fight in Saudi with Joshua Ruiz, and we had it wrapped up, right? We had this guy that was running the boxing called Prince Khalid. He was our guy, we were his partner, no one else was coming in. And all of a sudden, we've heard that Tyson Fury's fighting Francis Ngannou. So I said to my man, what's happening here? He said, no, it's not true. I do the boxing in Saudi. And all of a sudden, there's this new guy, Turki Al-Sheikh, head of entertainment, and he's now putting on Fury against Ngannou, and he's now taking over boxing in Saudi. And guess what? I don't even know who he is, right? So I've slagged off Fury against Ngannou mercilessly, right, in the media. What a joke. What are they doing? This is an embarrassment to boxing. This is the world heavyweight champion, blah, blah, blah. And then the fight takes place, brilliant fight. Fury nearly loses, right? So dramatic. The whole event was incredible. I'm watching the event from a hotel room going, oh, blimey.
How much of an upset would that have,
I thought he won it, Ngannou. I mean, it was like,
so did I.
So everyone's saying, you need to speak to this guy. He's like now running boxing. And I'm like, so I followed him on Instagram. So I thought I'll just slide into his DMs because I knew he was coming to London, right? So I'm like, hello, Your Excellency. Eddie Hearn here, probably heard of me, pretty big in boxing, the biggest. We should talk. It's very important. Anyway, scene, nothing. People are telling me he don't like you at all. He thinks you're an absolute You basically slagged off his fight. He wants to work with everybody else apart from you, right? And then all of a sudden he wants AJ to fight on one of his cards. So comes back to me, so someone comes back and says, His Excellency would like to see you in London. So I'm like, couldn't have got there quicker. Get up there to the hotel, sit next to him. His Excellency will see you now. So I go in to see him. He's sort of sitting there looking, I'm sitting there. He's like, I did not like what you said about my event. I said, it was definitely a mistake to say that. I said, I think it was one of the best events I've seen. He said, no, you told everybody not to watch it. It was a disgrace, blah, blah, blah. I was like, look, I have got a big mouth, He says, you have to understand one thing. He said, we are fast train. He said, you have a choice. You can come on the train or you can stand at the platform and wave. as we go by. What do you think? And God's honest, I looked at him, I just went, choo choo. True story. And that was it. And we've been like that ever since. He's a funny, and like you say, the vision. You go in there, I went to Riyadh last week. I did a deal for the snooker, deal for the darts, deal for the boxing, trying to do AJ Fit all in 25 minutes. Right. I've just, I like that. Boom, we'll do it. Yeah. What can we do to change this? Let's do something different. Let's create a Ronnie O'Sullivan Snooker Academy. Yeah. Right. He's in now. You know, I mean, like the vision. Yeah. Is just unbelievable. Yeah. And there's no messing. I mean, obviously they've got a lot of money, but it's just
they task you with thinking outside the box.
Exactly. That's the thing with LIV, which probably golf maybe wasn't ready for, or may never be, is the change that they really want to see within the game. Yeah. You know.
But their vision is they've got the money to spend and they want to change it for the good because they want to bring the younger audience.
Yeah. Easier said than done.
Mate, you're trying to change a lifetime of golf fan into a different product.
The participation is there at that youth level in golf.
Yeah, it's never been stronger. There are more girls playing the game. If you look at the numbers, the demographic of age watching the PGA Tour is 60 plus. If you watch where our sweet spot, it's mid-30s. So all of a sudden you've gone from an older population to a much younger demographic. The fans are different at the events. There's music playing. It's a more entertainment vibe. It's completely different.
Shake Poulter's on the big sell, isn't he?